I keep doing that because my shirt says University of Miami on it. I'm going to be talking about my school, UMiami. You guys already know that if you've seen like any of the videos on my channel. Basically, I made a list of literally everything you need to know about this school. Because when I was coming here, aka last year, there was like basically no information on YouTube, which is like the only website that I use to obtain all of my information. So yeah, there's no video like this on YouTube, and I really wish that there was one, because I'm about to tell you literally everything I've learned about this school, like in all these different categories that I have written down on my phone. And if you go to UMiami and you're watching this, or if you know things that I didn't mention in this video, feel free to comment them down below so that everyone who is watching this video for more information about the school or whatever can use that, because we're here to help each other. If you think you're gonna find this video informative and interesting and it's somehow gonna help your life, even though you haven't seen it yet, maybe you should subscribe right now. So I have about 9 categories here for you guys. These categories include eating, getting around, making money, cheap travel, fun stuff, extra stuff, housing, and making friends. So basically we have 2 dining halls here at UMiami. We have one which is the Hecht and Stanford dining hall, and we have the one which is the Mahoney Pearson dining hall. So the Stanford and Hecht one, that one's close to the freshman dorms. That one's the one I go to for like dinner and stuff, but Mahoney Pearson is closer to where all my classes happen to be, so that's like the upperclassmen dining hall. Not because only upperclassmen are allowed or anything like that. Most upperclassmen tend to go to that one because it's closer to their dorm buildings. I feel like personally I like that one more because it has more of like a chill setting and the food tends to be a little better, but honestly everyone has a different opinion. There's no like, oh yeah, Mahoney Pearson is better. Like, I just think it is. So there's this thing we have, and it's like a dining hall app. It's called Dine on Campus, and it has all the menus for breakfast, lunch, dinner for both of the dining halls and for all the other places there is to eat on campus. We have like a bunch of other restaurants on campus. There's 2 Starbucks actually, which is kind of interesting but also kind of useless because they're not even that far from each other, but it's fine. On Fridays and Saturdays, the dining hall literally closes at 7 p.m., which is insane. The app also has the hours for all the dining halls and all the restaurants and everything. So like that app is helpful when it's like a random day and you're like, man, I'm hungry, where's open? Or when it's like 10 p.m. and you're like, shoot, I want food, where is open? That brings me to my next point. There's this place, it's called Outtakes. They changed the name, I think, but sucks because I'm always gonna know it as Outtakes. And it's 24 hours, which is really nice that we have a 24 hours place, because like, you want ice cream at 2 a.m.? A couple days ago, me and my friends went and got ice cream at 2 a.m. It is possible. That place is like basically like a gas station store type thing. That's what I think of it as. It has like literally everything pretty much, but it's also like overpriced. If you're hungry at 3 a.m., at least there's somewhere, right? Oh, I forgot another thing. When you get your meal plan, it comes with dining dollars, and dining dollars you can use for all the restaurants on campus. You can use it at Outtakes for like chips or soda or I don't know, ice cream, candy, things like that. Oh, and like for like cough medicine and things like that, they have that at Outtakes too. It depends on the meal plan you get, but like the one I have, I get like 150 dining dollars, which is good because like right now it's almost the end of the semester and I still have like 70 or 60 left, so like time to treat myself. Another thing regarding dining dollars, I suggest planning it out so like you don't run out in 2 seconds, because that's what most kids do. I'm like the only one who still has any left, and it's nice to like every once in a while be able to get like whatever you want. But like if you get Starbucks every morning, like buddy, you are running out in like 2 weeks. Meal swipes are not only at the dining hall, they can also be used at Outtakes. They have like these little sandwiches. They're not amazing, definitely not at the same level as the other food. There's also takeout at the dining hall, and it's a meal swipe, and you go in there to have like sandwiches and like other snacks beside it. That's better than Outtakes, but it's not amazing. But like no food in college is amazing, so like gotta get over that part. A lot of people also bring Tupperware into the dining hall and like fill it up with some stuff and take it back, which honestly I did like once, but like I have the lowest one and it's 14 meal swipes a week, so it's like 2 a day, and they expire at the end of the week, which is so annoying because a lot of other schools like they don't expire. So like some weeks I'll be like, man, I wish I had one more meal swipe on like a Sunday, but then other weeks it's like, oh shoot, there goes 3. that I didn't use. You Miami, if you're watching this, make some changes. So there's a CVS walking distance. It's right near like the Denny's and the McDonald's. It's about 10 minutes from Eaton. It's about 10 minutes from the other freshman dorms too. There's also a Publix that can be considered walking distance. A lot of people prefer to like Uber to those places, but it's only like, maybe not only, but like it's like 20-25 minutes walking. Publix is great. Love that place. If you don't know what Publix is, which you might not because it's only really in the South and in Florida, it's a grocery store. There's also a place really, really close to Publix. It's called Sunset Place, and it's like a mall, and it has a Forever 21. It has like, I think it might have Hollister or something like that. It has some food places too that you might want to check out, just like if you're bored one day and you feel like walking somewhere. So there's this metro, and there's a stop called University Station, and it's right behind Eaton. It's like maybe like a 5-minute walk from Eaton. And that station will take you to a lot of places around Miami. It takes you straight to the airport, like straight inside the airport. That's the only way I've ever gotten to the airport. And like I obviously need to go to the airport kind of often because I have to fly home. And it's only $2.25 each time. So like for going to the airport, that's a really good deal. Because if you were to Uber, it would be like $20. But sometimes they only take cash. Doesn't happen often, but maybe just in case have some cash on you. I have a list of the places it goes that you might find interesting. So the airport, obviously, it goes really close to Target. It goes to Brickell, which is like a really nice area of Miami. It's like with the buildings and like it's just really, really pretty. So like that's a fun place to go. It has a big mall in Brickell too, and it takes you like right to the center of Brickell, and like that's just like a nice place to go. Those are the main places it goes. You could also take the metro and then Uber from the metro somewhere else if you're like on a budget. It'll be cheaper that way. You know, us broke college kids. Other than that, you will probably Uber most places. It adds up. I'm gonna be honest with you. But like, you don't go out like an insane amount. Whenever you go on an Uber, go with your friends. And then you guys can all split it, and then it won't be that expensive for each person. My next topic is making money. You can get a job through the university, through JobX, which is this website that they're going to teach you about when you get here. There's like info sessions where you can go and they'll teach you about literally like how to apply for a job, all that stuff. Like obviously I'm not going to talk about it, I'm not an expert. Or whether or not you have a work study, like you can get a job through there. And on the side thing is psychology studies. So I'm a psychology major right now. I say right now because I have no idea what I'm doing in my life. But it's fine. Basically, they came to like our class once and they were telling us, they were like, oh, there's this psychology study, like we'll pay you $10. So like this psychology study, like we'll pay you $20, and like you go in for like an hour or two, answer some questions, like do some surveys, whatever, and then you get money. So if you guys are into that, there's that you can do. Cheap travel is my next topic. I did this program for fall break. It's called Alternative Breaks, and basically for fall break, which is 4 days in October, you have to apply and get accepted and everything, but then they take you to a trip like around Florida. It's a road trip. You're with 9 other people that you don't know at all, which is like, it sounds intimidating, but it's so much fun because like with my group, like we all became such good friends even though none of us knew each other before that. And like you have 2 site leaders and you guys take a road trip out and you volunteer somewhere. You go grocery shopping, you cook, you shower in the church showers, you sleep on the church floor. It sounds like horrible, but it's so much fun for some reason. And then you get to volunteer with like a bunch of people who are also passionate about that same subject. For me, I went to Tampa, and like I've never been to Tampa before, and when else am I gonna get to go to Tampa? You know what I mean? So like that's a really cool opportunity. They also have that for spring break, which they're longer trips and they're outside like in other parts of the United States, which is also pretty cool. So look into that if you're into traveling with like groups of people you don't know. If you're into volunteering, you should look in that because it's all volunteering. So like if you don't want to volunteer, then like never mind. A lot of clubs get funding, so like if you're in certain clubs, like you can do your own research. I don't really know what clubs go on what trips, but there's a lot of clubs that go on trips and then they end up being like less expensive for the people going on these trips just because they have funding from the school. And there's also like clubs that do like traveling around Miami, like clubs and organizations and like programs or whatever that you could be in that'll like take you for free to like the Everglades or something, which is like 40 minutes away. Next is the fun part. I'm just going to start at the top of the list. I have Wynwood written down. If you don't know what Wynwood is, it's like the art district of Miami. So like there's a lot of buildings and stuff with all the walls painted with different murals and things like that. And it's really, really nice. You've got to take pictures there first of all. But they also have a lot of events that are really cool. They have like Halloween events. They have like other events that you can just look them up and find them online, and then you can go, and it's really interesting to see like all the culture and everything. And then Brickell, which I talked about earlier, it's beautiful during the day and the night, and it's just so pretty. It's like the city, it's like the skyscrapers, it's really nice. And there's this place called Bayside within Brickell. It's like a little farther away from Brickell, but there's like a little metro that like can take you from Brickell to Bayside. It's separate from the normal metro rail. It's I think called the Mover or something like that. I don't really know, but it's free and it takes you straight to Bayside. And then Bayside's a place with a bunch of restaurants and stuff by the water. It's really nice. You can eat there. So there's also South Beach, where the culture is really interesting to me because, you know, as a psych major, I just analyze people left and right. It's a place you have to see. So that's one beach you can go to. There's normally a lot of people there. It's more of like a social beach, whereas like there's Key Biscayne, which is the other beach you can go to, and that one's more of like a naturey beach where like people go for like more like beach days, and that one's a little further away than South Beach, but it's also really, really nice. I like that one a lot. So then we have extra stuff, yay! One thing that I found very interesting, especially during my first like few weeks here, and this was really helpful, there's an app and it is called U Miami. Literally that's the name of the app. Basically this app has like a map of the entire campus. So like if you see that you have a class somewhere and you don't know where that building is, look it up on the map. I also recommend for when you're finding your classes during your first like few weeks here or whatever, visit the classes like the night before. You guys are here for like a week during, sorry, I'm talking to you like you're all freshmen. I don't know who you are. Whoever you are, if you come here, you have a whole week of orientation where like the nights you have off. So like get a couple friends, go find all your classes. It'll help you so much the next day when you actually have to go to those classes. You can also use Google Maps when you're looking for your classes, which like sounds a little extra, but like, I mean, it tells you how to get to your classes. So we have a really nice gym. It's a good gym. I like it. And they also have free classes at the gym that you can like look online. They take you there during orientation. They talk about it a bunch. So like sign up for some classes that you're interested in. You'll make some friends. You'll have a good time. I have not been to any of the classes in the gym, so if they suck, don't come for me. There's also printers in each dorm building, and like they're all around. Also orientation, there's gonna be free t-shirts and free things and stuff like that. Get a bunch of these card holders. That's my advice for you, because they kind of break kind of easily. You're gonna think like 4 is too much, but like I've gone through 4, so. Housing! I made a dorm tour. You should really go watch that video because it's really fun and fresh and it's a good time, and then you can see what the dorms look like here. The other dorms have communal bathrooms, but we do not here at Eaton Residential College. Toilet paper, you have to get it downstairs in the lobby. Whenever you run out, just run down, get some. The person working at the desk will give it to you. Also, another thing, when I was coming here, there's a rumor that like they clean your bathroom for you. They don't. That's not their job. That's your job. It's your bathroom. So, sorry, that was a little bit aggressive. Don't bother buying garbage bags for your trash can, because I bought the normal like dorm size at Target and they don't fit trash cans here. So just don't waste your time and money. You're gonna have to use like Target bags or like something like that, because they also don't give you trash bags at the front desk. So I don't know, these are like really random facts, but like if you're coming here, trust me, this is going to be useful for you. So basically you have to sign in after 10 p.m. if you're trying to enter the dorm building. This goes for all dorm buildings. You're gonna have to like have your cane card on you, and if you have a guest with you, tell them to bring their ID and keep it with them, or they will literally not be let into the building. Also, when you order things, they are going to be sent to the front desk, and then you have to go to the front desk and pick them up. You're gonna get an email from the front desk that tells you if they came in or not or whatever. Yeah, also when you order things to be sent here, like if you're online shopping, if you're getting booked, I don't know what you're doing, but don't forget to put your dorm room number on it. You need to do that. Okay, another thing about the dorms, and this is like probably my least favorite thing about the dorms, it's loud. Like these walls are thin. Like everyone walking in the hall right now is like,
oh my god, who does she think she is? She's filming a YouTube video.
They can hear me. They can hear everything I'm saying. Making friends. I know this kind of sounds like I'm your mom or something, or I'm like trying to tell you how to make friends. Like,
that's stupid. God, who did she think? A life of Hetty? What a freaking loser.
Anyway, it's not stupid because a lot of people don't know how to make friends, and that's totally fine. Not everyone loves talking to everyone, especially when they're in a completely new environment. I was just not in the mood during orientation, to be honest with you. And so that kind of made making friends harder for me because like for some reason I was under the impression like everyone gets all their friends during orientation week. Obviously like I wanted to meet people and make friends and stuff, and like I did meet some people and like I made some friends, but like none of my close friends were made during orientation week, I can tell you that. So anyway, getting into the how to make friends thing, a lot of people say that all your close friends or whatever are going to be made like from the people on your floor, which I feel like is more true for people living in the towers, aka Stanford and Hex, because they tend to have like more of like a communal floor like vibe. I live in Eaton, so like that's kind of different here. Like I'm still friends with lots of people on my floor. Like I think they're really cool people. We say hi and stuff. But like none of my like super close friends live on my floor other than my roommate, but that's a whole nother story. I just kind of wanted to say like a lot of people are gonna tell you that that's how you make friends in college. This goes for all colleges. You don't only have to go to the University of Miami for this to apply to you, but like it's okay if you're not that good friends with people on your floor. Another thing I wrote down is that there's literally no formula of how to make friends. Like different things work for different people. Also, another thing, at the beginning you're gonna think like every time you leave your room it's like a chance to meet your best friend or something like that. Don't think about it that way because that's just gonna stress you out. Like sure, a lot of people meet a lot of their good friends during orientation or during those first few weeks, but like this doesn't work out for everyone. And my last thing, which I think is like the most accurate and important advice I've ever gotten since I've been to college, is everything gets better after first semester. Okay, I have about 43 seconds left on my camera memory, so I'm gonna make this intro real quick. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helps you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It would mean so much. Lots of you Miami videos coming through. My camera storage is running out. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1.